Right, Dispatch just dropped a few days ago and I'm a little late to the party. Making videos is hard work, man, and I'm trying to crunch this in like a day. Anyway, I made a video about dispatch mechanics for the demo and I've had people use that video as a guide for the release. Problem is, release changed a few things, so I'm here to set the record straight. And I don't have all of my original footage, so all the callbacks are going to be in this crappy YouTube format. There are actually a few things I didn't mention in the last video that are kind of important. This video is going to show you two methods of clearing the dispatch segments in episode 2. Why not episode 1? Because it's kind of irrelevant, and I'm running on the clock here. So what is a perfect dispatch? That's when you match the stats of the person you send out to the call to the requirements of the call itself. If they fit perfectly, that's a perfect dispatch. Disclaimer, it's not possible to get it perfect on every call, the same as a demo. But I have refined my original method, so you only have to chance it once. Also, I can't say if these are going to be the optimal choices since the full thing isn't even out yet, so use your own judgment of whether or not you want to follow my strats. But before we get into all of that, I gotta talk about something pretty important, and that is how experience works in dispatch. You see, getting a perfect dispatch gives you the least experience possible. Yeah, you heard that right. On regular calls, you get a base amount of experience if you succeed, and you get bonus experience based on the probability of failure. The less likely you are to succeed, the more experience you will gain if you do succeed. So yeah, dispatch rewards gambling. The other thing is, you get more experience by using character-specific options in every circumstance other than using Flambe to put out his own flames, so use those as much as possible. Using hacking for museum robbery gives no experience from what I've observed, so don't do that. Using more heroes in 3-slot missions still gives about the same amount of total experience, just divided between however many heroes you send out. The timings in the release are relaxed compared to the demo, so you have more flexibility in terms of who you send out and when. Ad Hoc also removed duo synergy. Maybe we'll get to see it in the future, and maybe not, I don't know. I also don't recommend leveling anybody up unless I specifically mention it. Right, here is the 2.0 method of getting it perfect on everything but one call. I took the base strat from Nox4575 who posted it in the comments from my last video, and then I changed up a step. This one sent Sonar to meet Vander. Okay, Flambe, Balloon. Sonar, Grand Opening. Send Sonar, Prism, and Punch Up to the bar fight once Sonar is off cooldown. You can remove the Prism clone by clicking on it, and then use the Makeover option. Once Sonar is ready to level up, increase his Charisma by 1. Invisigal to the boat. No other valid choice. This is the only call you have to chance because it's not really possible to get stats for perfect. It's 83%, so it should still work. Send Golem to the fire and use the body option. Coupe and Invis to Museum Robbery, weave through the sensors. In the zone, Sonar. For Apprehend, Art Thieves, Invis, and Malevola. Send Sonar Security for Vander, and then use the second option for telling a story. Juvenile Pickpocket, send Malevola and scare the kid straight. And finally, for Locate Stolen Art, send Coupe and literally anyone else. I used Golem, but Flambe is a good choice too because he gets bonus stacks of his ability. Then pick Take Down the Thieves and not the Art. And that's it, gamer. You've made it. Here's the sped up segment with no commentary so you can see exactly how to do it in sequence. And now for the alternative method, that is purely XP farming and getting as many level ups as possible. The idea here is to spread out the experience gain while hitting the 70% or above for calls for a good success chance. It also sends out Flambe a bunch to stockpile his ability. It does require some very specific timing, and it can fail because of RNG, so do keep that in mind. This run does not send Sonar to meet Vander. First, Coupe to the Balloon. Grand opening, go with Prism. For fight at Kryptonite, wait until Prism is off cooldown, send Malevola, Prism, and Punch Up. Idle makeover as before. Stolen Boat, in this, Blaze in the Burbs, send Punch Up and use the body option. For Museum Robbery, you are cutting it really close. Use Flambe when he's off cooldown and Malevola. Weave through the sensors. Sonar to the In the Zone. For Apprehend Art Thieves, let it sit again. Wait until Flambe is off cooldown and use him and Malevola again. I think this was bugged in the demo since I got a perfect dispatch despite not meeting the requirements. Anyway, send Golem to protect Vander, 70% and a ton of experience for Golem and the team. This can fail though. Juvenile Pickpocket, Sonar, and then Scare the Child. And finally, for Locate Stolen Art, Flambe, and Coupe, and use Coupe's option. As you can see here, the level distribution is pretty base and sweet. Now here's the sped up version for you, dear viewer. And then that's it. I have been asked if I'm going to keep making these, and the answer is, I don't know. There is a major decision coming in the next 2 episodes that will influence the dispatch segments, and it will require for me to have multiple saves running to keep making these. If you've enjoyed the video or dispatch, let me know. Love hearing feedback. But for now, that's all I got. Bye.